Aloha all, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario for the N64. I'm Paper Mario Guy, and in the last episode we started our way into Bowser's Castle, and in this episode we are going to be making some serious progress in this castle. And the first thing that we're going to do is come to this guy. Welcome, worm! I'm called the guard door of Bowser's Castle. It's my job to keep suspicious types from entering. You must be Mario. Let me guess. Do you want to go through here? You might want to get to the other side of this wall, right? Okay, then. Stand in front of me. Well, this guy seems like a pretty trustworthy guy. He really, he's pretty nice. Are you standing squarely in front of me? Okay, then I'll let you go through. Man, and I really thought that that guy was a nice guy. I had better expectations of him. Oh, man. Well, you know, we are at Bowser's Castle, so I'm sure there's sure to be more tricks and stuff like that. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to climb up here and smash this box. And you could get a tasty tonic if you want, but tasty tonics are pretty useful. But what you really want is you want to get a life shroom. What to get? Do I really get rid of a whack-a-bump? Do I really get rid of a whack-a-bump? I'm really gonna get rid of a whack-a-bump. This is like a life or death situation, literally. Yeah, I'm gonna give up a whack-a-bump, believe it or not. It seems like a silly thing to do, but I feel more comfortable going with the life shroom, especially for the anti-guy fight, where you came at long last. So this guy is like the Chancellor, I think, or he's, you know, Princess Peach's like right-hand people, and these are, you know, some just ordinary, you know, this is a guard and some ordinary toads. But what you want to do is you want to get Bombette out, and obviously there's a cracked wall over here on the right. Man, I'm excited to see some comments to see if someone just reams me out for getting rid of the whack-a-bump. But, you know, there's plenty of whack-a-bumps. You know, I have plenty, so I don't really truly need it. And, of course, we're going to save because I always want to make sure that you're, you know, pretty well saved. Okay, so here is actually a place that kind of confused me at first, because the first time I played through here, the first time I played through this game, I did not have any clue that you could actually use Lackluster to get around on lava, but it turns out that you can. So, if you're, you know, wondering what the hell you're supposed to be doing, this is exactly what you're doing, what you have to do. Now, you could hit this switch, I think it's this switch, I believe, with Kooper, and that will allow you to, you know, open this up. But you can actually go across the lava. And funny thing, you know, normally Lackluster, or Spike, what do you want to call him, he's normally all smiles and happy, and same with his Cloud. His Cloud is even more happy than he is normally. But, in this particular situation, his Cloud, gets all, you know, all angry, and I don't know, it's almost like a determined face. I really love it. It's like, oh, this lava's not, you know, this lava's not gonna slow me down, because I'm a Cloud. But, you know, that's how you're supposed to get that, because I've tried in the past, you know, a whole bunch of different things, and that's the only one that actually works. You cannot get over by using Paracarry because he doesn't fly at an angle. Bombette will not reach because you can't throw her at an angle and an explosion doesn't have that much range. Kooper is, you know, not going to be able to be controlled to go in a different direction, so the only way to actually do that is to use Lackluster. So it's actually one of the things that I like about this game is that in the final area they really have you make use of all of your partner's abilities, which I think is fantastic, because as you can see, we've already used Bombette, and we've already used Paracarry, and we've also already used Lackluster, and now for the first time in I don't know how long, I think Chapter 4 was the last time that that Bao was a required, like, you know, you were required to use Bao's ability. But here we are back in Bowser's Castle, you know, final area of the game, and here we are using Bao again. So I think the only character that you don't have to technically use is Goombario. But you may want to, just if you like Goombario, but Goombario is a rather weak opponent, or weak partner in this particular area, just because there are certain enemies that have spikes on them, and their defense is increased. So you want, you know, people like Watt who can either break through the defenses, or Bombette who just has enough strength where she can, you know, kind of lay in the damage normally. So we're going to take Bombette into going in here. And, uh-oh, Mario's right there! Now, what are we supposed to do in this situation? Kammy Koopa told us something, but I'm drawing a total blank. I think she told us not to let him touch that switch. Oh no. Do you think that means we have to fight him? No, he'll wipe the floor with us. Stop your belly aching. Who says we should be afraid of Mario, huh? He's not so bad. Whatever happens, we can't let him push this switch. Don't you care that King Bowser needs our help? Come on, take this plumber. Show him what you're made of. Gotta be brave. Yeah. So these Koopa Trolls are fearing for their life. Literally, they are scared out of their mind about Mario, because he, at this point, has defeated the best of Bowser's best troops. You know, the Crystal King was no joke, and we just took him down. I mean, that's scary stuff. If I was a Koopa Troll, I totally would sympathize with them. But a nice little combination of Starstorm as well as Bombette's Power Bomb, and this is made into an incredibly quick fight, and a fight that actually can be kind of devastating if you don't do it quick enough, because Koopa Trolls are not exactly the strongest enemies, but if there's, you know, 3 of them, as well as Magic Koopa that's buffing them, you know, that's when things start getting a little shaky and a little scary, because they do just enough damage where, you know, a combined effort will take you down. What have we to get rid of? We have nothing to get rid of, so we're not going to be able to pick up that Thunder Rage or that Mystery, and that's, you know, a shame, but I feel more comfortable with this, and those things will not move. You can come back at any time and get those, so it's really not a big deal. But come over here back into this room before you forget, and in this chest lies a castle key, and so it's essential that you need to shut off the lava so that you can get up there. And now we can make our way back, and if you saw, when we first entered into Bowser's Castle, one of the first things that we saw was a little block, a red block, I believe it was, with a question mark on it. And if you know, remember correctly, throughout the entire game thus far, the blocks that have question marks on them wind up actually being badges. So we're going to be getting our 80th badge of the game right here in a second, and another life shroom. Oh, do I really need any more life shrooms? I'm not gonna get rid of another Whack-A-Bum. Life shrooms are swell, I have to admit, but I don't see myself dying that many times. The reason why I'm going for the life shroom is because of the way that I plan on fighting the anti-guy, and because you can get so many life shrooms, it's the reason I fight them this way. But you got the deep focus badge. When using focus, charges star energy more than usual, which is awesome. And you know, that puts us at 80 out of 80 badges. So we're officially 100% complete with those badges, and we don't have to worry about that. You know, bothering. You know, I don't have to worry about that bothering me any longer. But Bowser's Castle is, like I said, a decently long castle with a lot of big fights in them, which is one of the reasons why it is so long. But Bowser's Castle also is, I think it has the most secrets out of any castle in the game, or any dungeon. I guess that would be a better way to put it. Bowser's Castle does have quite a few secrets going for it. And I'll try to show them off. There's 3 hidden blocks that you might want to take note of. And one of them is pretty early on. It's actually like in the next major segment of Bowser's Castle, the first real like puzzle-y type segment. And the other 2 I'll point out when we get to them. But I think we wanted to actually, can we go up this way? Okay, silly me. I see, you know, this is what I get for waiting a week before before my practice. So basically all I had to do was walk all the way back to the right, and there's a door with a castle key. So let's go through and stop being silly. So, in this area, we have to use Y because it's incredibly dark and you can't see a damn thing, and that is not going to work for us. And you're gonna have these shelly enemies, these like almost Buzzy Beetle type people, and they can be pretty annoying. Their attacks, vary. If they do like a normal attack, like a normal Koopa would, it's not so bad because of the fact that like it's easy to dodge against because you've been dodging against attacks like that all throughout the game. But when they do this one attack where they spin. Oh, they try to attack you that way. That's when it becomes a problem. And I'll see if I can battle at least one of them and see if I can try to show it off. Or I could fight another Dark Koopa, you know, whichever one's. Oh, okay, there's one of them right there. So let's attack the Koopa Troll, or not Dark Koopa. Man, I'm getting everything mixed up right now. But it is not a problem, not one problem at all. So the Koopa Troll is going to go down, and yeah, naturally, he's just going to do his normal Koopa attack, which is kind of lame. This is a Buzzy Beetle. Alright. As you can see, is or a Bony Beetle. What am I saying? Buzzy Beetle. The Bony Beetle will slide, and when his spikes are out, then he'll hop up and he'll spike you in the head. But I think it does about 5 damage if you don't defend against it correctly. So, obviously, it's just a smart idea to, you know, defend against it correctly, because, you know, when you have all these different enemies doing 5 damage to you, especially if you're not very good with your action commands, a group of enemies, can really bring your health down quite quickly. So, I'd say try your best to defend against any and all attacks, and I'm picking the exact right path every single time. If you go with the other paths, you can actually find some items that might be a little useful, you know, syrups and you know, sometimes coins and all the other things. But right now my inventory's full, so I know that I can't exactly get any of these items or keep them, and if they're coins, then it really doesn't matter either. So I'm pretty much just going. Okay, I thought I had the right path, but I spoke a little too soon. Alright, you come this way, and I'll go the other way. So we just drop down, and then... Oh, don't want to fight the Magic Koopa. Magic Koopas are the least of my concerns right now, because of the fact that we've been beating Magic Koopas for ages at this point. But we're going to go on the right side and push open the doorway to that door guard again. And he's going to have to let us through. He said that he would.
You came back? You escaped from that underground jail? But there was no way you could escape. Grrr. Of all the dirty tricks, I guess I have to keep my word. You can go through. Grrr. But don't think I'll forget about this.
And we walk up to him, and he follows his word, and he actually lets us through. And now we're in one of the major intersections of the game, and it's actually perfect timing. I have a little bit to cut out because I was being stupid earlier. But in the next episode, we will continue through Bowser's Castle. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all next time for more Let's Play Paper Mario. So see you guys then.